Yes, I am enjoying watching lessons in chemistry, to be quite honest. Though I am feeling a little bitch slapped since the tone and the characters switch between different things so rapidly. And yes, before you object, I am aware that such things do occur in real life, but they do appear frequently in television programs. But because this is happening in episode 2, I'm preparing myself for it to be the expectation. That should mean that I won't complain about it, which we all know I will. Having said that, I would watch anything starring Lewis Pullman and Brie Larson, since they are so endearing and have such a strong relationship. They want to read the alphabet to us. No issue, I will observe. They desire to stand there and contemplate the sun. Let's get going. Simply everything about these two is their on-screen connection. I also like that they did offer us a trigger warning in this episode. I had to hit stop and take a break because I was triggered. We are able to see Elizabeth's changes, her prior experiences, and her sexual assault. Her entire existence abruptly altered. She was a little uneasy yet thrilled when she applied for her PhD program. One of her teachers assaulted her, and she stabbed him with a pencil to stop him. I salute. Yes, I actually cheered. You're free to judge me. Elizabeth managed to escape, but her suffering continued. Why? Because they informed her that she would need to apologize to her professor for the misunderstanding in order to proceed with her PhD program. Hell to the no, I say. There is absolutely no way. I have never been so furious while watching a show. Now that I know more about Elizabeth, I can understand more of how she is acting. After acknowledging that this was a mistake, Elizabeth is now seen attempting to cooperate with Evans. Elizabeth won't discuss what happened, and Evans doesn't know what happened. She is withdrawing, and they are both clearly devastated by it. The way Lewis Pullman portrayed Evans made you feel so many different emotions is something I really like. Yes, I am aware that my explanation is probably not very good, but what I do know is that while I watched this episode, things felt. I yearned to embrace Evans. He will be okay, I wanted to assure him. I wished to keep him from harming himself. I wanted Elizabeth to open her eyes and accept his forgiveness, while simultaneously unsure of what they are forgiving. I want these two to find a way to reconcile. They should just talk to each other, in my opinion, and they will soon be made to comply with that requirement. With his career on the line, Donati arrives at the lab in search of Evans. He acts like a sleazy asshole because he isn't present. He basically tells Elizabeth that if Evans doesn't get his act together, he's going to have to fire people, and he'll blame Elizabeth in front of everyone. I really detest that dude. I've learned through this episode that I couldn't have endured the misogyny of the 1950s. My situation would have been quite problematic. The foolish guys in suits shut Elizabeth and Evans down when they try to report their results to the board. That in the DNA issue, at least, they don't think DNA exists. Morons. Without Elizabeth being removed from the publication, the board will not proceed. But Evans is not paying attention. He won't allow her to compromise who she is and what she has accomplished. He won't permit her to be untalented. The two finally confess their love for one another as a result of this. I despise love because I'm a bitter snot, but I like seeing these two fall in love. I adore watching them develop as a couple. They resemble lobsters. If you've seen Friends, you'll understand what I mean. Simply said, I adore them. I adore how seamlessly the two blend together. They are individually submitting their research. Together, they are content. Evans neglects to come up for his neighbor because they have their lives together, which is really very shameful. Do I realize that those who are in love occasionally lose their focus? Yes. Although I want to adore you, Evans, you can't just not show up when his neighbor needs you. Elizabeth and Evans are content. I like their joy. With 6:30, I adore them. I adore Evans' 6:30 runs. Up until 6:30 is uneasy and he is pleading with Evans to remain. I adore it. However, as a result of their battle, Evans is struck by a bus. He's gone. I feel quite shattered. What the hell led to this horrifying conclusion? I'm not at all like that.